So we spend billions on research and development every year, and of course the most obvious way that comes out is new products. People see Windows 7, they see Office 2010, SharePoint 2010. But of course that's the result of years of development, and we do development in a number of phases. So we've got developers developing a product right now that will start to appear. So they've just released Office 2010, so they'll be moving on to the next version. We've then got product planners that work in a 3 to 5 to 6 year time frame to work out what it is the developers need to know in order that they can develop the next product. And then we've got people like social anthropologists who are looking into the way that people behave and the societal changes so that they can build a 10-year vision for how people want to use technology, so that that informs the product planners, so the product planners can get things right for the developers. So it's a kind of decade-long development cycle. I think over the next decade we're going to see a lot of barriers knocked down. So barriers in terms of the way that we interface to the computer. Do we always need to be sitting in front of a screen and keyboard to use one? Barriers in the way that we access information. So how are we going to make more information available to more people in more contexts at the right time? And also some of the interfaces. You know, we're going to start to see walls turned into displays. We're going to start to see devices where actually it's always around us, always on, always connected. I think we're going to have to get much smarter when all these barriers come down about how we choose to share information. So today we worry about information that's inside systems and we work out how to get it out. Well, if it comes out in a very natural way, probably we'll start to worry about how much information we've got in these systems and thinking about how we make it available. And as individuals, deciding how much of what we do we want to share with other people. The phrase augmented reality kind of started as geek speak, didn't it? You know, it was all this kind of space age stuff with gloves and displays and everything. Some of the stuff that has started to appear very recently around augmented reality is things that you and I would use. You know, the ability to take a picture with our mobile phone and the system identifies where that picture is and overlays it with real information, like what pictures have other people taken, what information have they shared about that place, or walking down a street, being able to overlay with business information. I guess the question is how that will get used in learning going forward. So if you can augment reality for learners, what's the information you add on top? You know, what's the information you add in a lecture theatre or a classroom to the learning that's going on? And how can you help that to allow learners to learn anywhere and any time and to develop new skills that maybe they don't have already around using that kind of information and mixing it with real-world information?